best one yet.
9 years.
Everybody.
All right.
A very strong focus on quality of life.
I found Dead by Daylight and instantly it became a home.
Thank you. Thank all of you.
Yo, where's a clip of Angry Pug? Probably need to turn this up a little bit.
Hi.
Hello. Folks, we got a show for you. They're still coming.
Oh, yeah.
That,
Come on in. There's still room. Pyramid Heads at the back there.
Oh, wow.
Hi.
So in the biz, they call that a hype trailer. Seems that it worked. I felt pretty hype coming out of that. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today for Dead by Daylight's 9th anniversary live stream spectacular from PAX East in Boston, Massachusetts. This is one of my favorite events every year, but I haven't been here for a good decade. What's happening? I don't. Oh, is the unknown? Is the unknown here?
Oh God.
It's a great event. I used to live in Boston, Massachusetts. But for some reasons out of our control, we haven't come for a number of years.
Yeah.
There was a global thing that happened.
Needs to be
But
adjusted.
yeah, PAX has always been very special for us.
If you're listening, if it's too loud.
Not only is it an amazing place to be, it's just awesome to be with our people here, but it's where it all began for us, right?
It is.
9 years ago, we had the smallest little booth you can get in the corner there, and then we showed our little game to people. We didn't have much back then. We were a team of 30 people. We had a dream. We had stars in our eyes.
Look at that. Wowzers.
Oh, Jiminy Jillikers.
That might be better.
But we had this little gem of a game, you know, this strange asymmetrical multiplayer game where 4 people are trying to escape a nightmare while someone is trying to murder them all. And somehow it resonated. People understood what we were bringing, and it worked.
It worked indeed. And you know what? We dove right into it. If no one knows, you should be ashamed. But this man right here, his name is Matt Cote, our head of partnerships on Dead by Daylight.
Can I review Springtrap? Imagine it's something completely different.
And my name's Eric Pope. I'm the community director on Dead by Daylight, and I'm very happy you're here.
Yay!
So as Matt was saying, PAX specifically is very important to DBD. And Matt, I don't know if you know this. We've gone back to the archives, not those archives, the other.
I've never been.
Archives. We've gone back to our archives. Calm down. And we found a little clip of Matt from the very first one.
Really?
So why don't we roll that?
How many killers, how many survivors are you hoping to add? A lot more? Or?
Has always been when you start the game, you don't know who you're up against, you don't know what powers are going to be facing you, you don't know which map you're going to be in, and the other survivors, you don't know what abilities and perks and whatnot they're going to bring. Wow. That's crazy.
Wow.
Not sure what was up with my eyebrows back then.
Let's have a hand for Matt's eyebrows. 2016 eyebrows were very bushy. I love it. So I like to think the team delivered on what you said. And now we are in a place where we have 38 killers. Sorry, 38 survivors. 45. Jesus, I have it backward. 38 killers, 45 survivors, and
insane.
A billion perks.
About a billion perks, and so many really, really awesome licenses that came to join us over the years.
Yeah, so I think you have always said it's kind of a love letter to the 70s and 80s horror movies that we all love. What really kicked it off on the partners licensing side was Mr. Michael Myers, right?
Yes, all the way. There are a few here, I believe. Halloween was the very first time we brought in some Legends of Horror. Many more followed after that.
Yeah, Leatherface, Chucky, Alien,
Myers was first.
Ghostface, Stranger Things.
Ash from Evil Dead.
And on and on.
Yes. And on it rolls.
You don't know what they'd
one
make
of the
as a
big
separate
milestones
M2
for
for
us was
Springtrap.
probably like Silent Hill.
I guess we'll see if that's even what they go with.
Silent Hill was the very first time we had a video game chapter, and for us it meant quite a lot because Silent Hill and Resident Evil specifically were games that inspired a lot of us on the team to make video games, right? They were with us when we were young, and being able to work with these people to create something in our game that they were proud of, that they thought their fans would enjoy, was so validating and humbling, honestly.
We should do more with them, I agree.
Yes.
You don't even
Just
play,
saying,
you
that's
just
my
watch.
opinion. Just a guy with opinion. I just realized, by the way, I want to apologize to this half of the room because I'm just looking over here at Matt.
I know how to
Hey, I'm
pronounce
looking at
it.
them.
Hi.
I know how to pronounce Quebecois.
Yeah, you get Matt's
know.
face, which is better in the end anyway. Or you can look at me up there. Sorry. So yeah, iconic licenses, Matthew. It's a nice segue.
Oh,
actually,
God,
to our
not
show.
the
Today
Among Us
we've
star.
may add another or some.
Why am I getting copium?
Yes.
Well, then let's, without further ado,
Yeah, what are
dive
we
into
gonna
the
talk
run of
about today?
show to tell you what we're actually going to talk about instead of Matt and I just rambling. So if you want to put that up on the screen, we're going to kick things off.
Okay, here's the outline.
Whenever
What's
you
it
want. With Jose
Roadmap, quality
and
life, 5
Justin
nights.
to talk about the upcoming content
Twitter's
roadmap,
already spoiled
as well as quality of life updates.
one of like the chapters
Stop
coming to
it.
Dead by Daylight or a collab. I won't spoil it for you if you haven't seen, but
After that, Dave and I will be back to give you more details on the next chapter, which is, of course, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
What?
They said it could never happen.
They said we shouldn't do it.
We're doing it. Doing it live. After that, we've got fan favorite Rosalie to introduce you to some amazing upcoming collections that are coming to the game.
And then my favorite, Dave.
so they're aware. Yeah.
No, that's not.
Dave
People
is
didn't
coming
want
back
it.
after that, and he's going to tell you about another one of our original chapters that we're going to do that has a major twist.
It's a little
to it.
spoiled on the picture right there. It says
Yep.
choose your own chapter, but just pretend you don't know what it means.
Pretend you can't read.
So I think that's enough. We can get things rolling now. Thank you,
I
Matt.
should just leave.
What?
I'm just going to leave now.
Well, but he's going to come back. Don't worry. Matt,
I'll be back.
Matt's not done with the show by a long shot. Thank you, Matt.
Have fun.
And now we'll welcome Justin Brown and Jose Ramos. Welcome, guys.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Jose is our executive producer on Dead by Daylight. He's a vice president as well, for people who care about that sort of thing. Justin is our senior director of product management. If you don't know what that means, he cares a ton about the game, actually. He's kind of one of the main people that my team talks to from the community team to help make changes happen in the game. And so that's why they're here, because yes, we have the content roadmap that we're going to talk about, which is cool and new stuff, but also, more importantly to me, quality of life. The Quality of Life initiative couldn't have happened without this.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. It is one way to do my very first live
Server
stream,
health?
so that's
Huh?
pretty amazing.
Server health,
Thank you.
desync,
Thank you. I think
lag.
I will tell my kids.
90% of the killers being bugged. What's the drill?
Something like that.
What up, Monica?
So yeah, as you said, I think we want to give you a sneak peek of our content roadmap leading us to the 10th year anniversary, which is crazy just to say it. We will also give you an update on our quality of
MMR
life
knowledge.
efforts. As you mentioned, something incredibly important for us, hopefully for you, and we'll make sure to give you all
No,
of the
I'm good. I don't
details.
want it.
Yes, of course. And before we dive
can
in, I
keep
just
it.
want to give a quick shout out, a thank you to the incredible.
I'm
Dead by
good.
Daylight
My
team
hair's
back
still
home.
wet.
It is because of their hard work and passion
As
that
you
we're
can
able
see.
to deliver this content and this quality, year after year.
Shout out to the DBD team.
I mean, props. Props.
Watching
They deserve it.
while they work, I hope. So, sorry, that's loud. I told everyone they can go do quiet mic. I'm very loud. Why don't we talk about some of the highlights of the past year, Jose, real quickly?
Yeah, for sure. So a lot of highlights, of course. I think the main focus was to bring things that you have waited for many, many, many years.
Yo, what up, Hap?
The main one, of course, is 2v8. So bringing 2v8 to life was something that we really wanted to achieve.
They boot him in my tree.
Post progression is something that also you waited for a very long time, and that now you can have. From a content standpoint, I think between Vecna, Dracula, Killer with a Dog, but also the very most recent chapter that we released with Tokyo Ghoul was one of the most popular chapter ever, really, that we have had. And
but it's funny because a lot of people don't like him
and
as
I
a
think
killer.
you're a big anime fan, so you probably felt.
Yeah, and honestly, not only that, but the way we managed to bring the anime into the art style of DBD, I think the team made really an amazing job. Yeah, that was really, really cool.
Shout out to our anime fans.
Weebs!
Our anime
Weebs,
fans
get
in
out.
Boston, Massachusetts. Thank you for
You
indulging
may
me.
make
But
a brief
also,
return. Yeah, for like
this chapter gave us a
till
chance
you realize
to
that,
travel to Japan for the first time in a
game
very
health
long
is still
time.
an
It was
issue.
long overdue. I think Dave, Matt, and the rest of the team spent really quality time with them, and that's really what we want to do a bit more. You know, spending time with our community, going to
Remove
events like this
Sable.
one, and more to come. We were in Scotland
Couldn't agree
recently.
more.
We were in Sao Paulo for Gamescom, LATAM just last week, and again, we will be there in more events to come.
Yeah, and to not confuse you, actually, we did release another chapter after Tokyo Ghoul just this week with the unshakable EMT Orella Rose, which is very cool. And though I imagine most of you have seen it already, we're still going to take just a minute to watch her amazing trailer. So, let's go.
I got you. You're gonna be all right. This cannot possibly be real.
why does she have to help Nia?
My name
though?
is Orella. I'm here to help.
Like, couldn't you just let Nia, you know, go die in a ditch or something? Help everyone else. I don't know about Nia. That was her first mistake.
We got to do a lot of fun teasers for Orella, so it was really cool to see people kind of fall in love with her before they even knew who she
Careful,
was.
Monica's here.
So we know people like teasers. We've heard that, so we're going to try to keep doing more teasers in the future. So thank you. And one last thing about Orella. Actually, I think you see it on the screen right now. Very, very, very happy we're able
yes.
to do this.
Well,
We're
that was
running a
her
charity
main.
initiative right now based on Orella with the St. Justine Foundation in Montreal. They help sick kids. So it's running already in-game. It's going until the 27th of May. All you have to do, if you haven't already, is purchase one or both of those beautiful
people are
outfits
gross.
in the game with orc cells, please, orc cells. And
Uh-oh.
and 100%
Not
of
the
the proceeds are
ads.
going to that amazing foundation, which was important to us. It's a local one in Montreal. Thank you. We actually have a twist coming up in that campaign, too. Stay tuned. Orella marks the last release of the Year 9 calendar. So we're going to dive in now to the Year 10 calendar, Justin.
That's right, and this is the time when I try to bite my tongue and not give you guys any spoilers. Sorry.
Okay.
I will say we have 5 chapters. 3 will be licensed, 2 will be original. Of course, the
Yeah.
next chapter you guys already know. It's Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah. We're actually getting a new map, too. That's cool.
It's a killer and a map, but Dave and Matt
No
are gonna be able to
Survivor.
talk way more about that just
Bam.
after us. We're going to follow that up with another
Two
licensed chapter that will
survivors.
feature 2 iconic survivors. I won't reveal who they are today, but you guys are going to love it for sure. And then finally, we're going to end the summer with an original chapter, the first one of the year. It's going to be on one of our favorite themes, which is folklore, Asian horror folklore specifically. And is going to be one of the most gruesome chapters we've ever released, so we cannot wait to get it into your hands.
It's messy. It's gory.
Very messy. We will close out the year with one big licensed chapter with not 1 but 2 survivors. And the last one is actually very interesting. It's a very special chapter. You see there is no killer in there, and that's because there will be a survivor, but also a new realm that we know you are going to love. I wish I could spoil more. It's not yet there, but we will talk about it in the future. And there will also be a twist on an existing killer. So the point also of this is because killer requires so much effort, we again want to give enough space and room to the team to be able to work on those quality of life elements. That's very important for us that, you know, we kind of focus.
Well, we'll see if those quality of life elements are worthwhile.
So for some of you, of course, the content is what drives you and excites you, the new content that comes to DBD. But I also think
Would I peek and have 2 survivors? I think I might know.
Every day. The
I
quality
think I might
of the game,
know. I think I
health
might
of the
know what
game
that is.
Just as important as the new stuff. So that's what we're going to talk about now.
Maybe.
Like I said earlier, I'm really psyched that this is being prioritized. As Jose just mentioned, we've even taken the decision here and there to adjust the schedule of the year's releases based around doing more work on quality of life.
All I'm going to say is toss a coin.
Jose,
you know?
why don't you take it away?
Yeah. So again, success of DBD is about the community. And so this year, what we really want
There's
is
already
to
on Twitter
get all that feedback, to have more conversation than ever, to apply
it's
that
already been
feedback,
spoiled
to improve the overall experience
that The
of
Witcher's
DBD.
coming to DBD.
We think, and we're going to show with some details that we have made great progress. But
My
that
guess is
doesn't
the 2
mean that
survivors
we're not
might be
going
The
to make
Witcher and
something.
his
The last
squire.
release that we just had, we know has brought bugs on
Or
some
maybe
of the killers, and that's something
female
that we want
character.
to react very quickly
Spoiler alert.
on. There is a lot more to come that, again, we are going to give a lot of details on.
Yeah, and just to mention on this week's release, maybe a little
Spoiler
rocky,
alert.
we are holding our hot fix schedule a couple extra days so we can get more fixes into it. Still coming next week, hoping to fix as many of the bumps
So it's
in
just
the
going to
road
be
that we
cosmetic.
ran
Yeah, it
across
could
with
be.
this week's release.
It could be just cosmetics for sure.
And if you've watched the
It
live
might be.
streams over the last couple of years, this is the moment when I would usually tell you about the 4 pillars we based our roadmap on. But this year, we're doing things
Squire's
differently. It's all
crazy.
around one central North Star, which is to make sure that Dead by Daylight is respecting our players' time. And so all of our
Squire.
focus
Maybe
is
you
really
can
about
play as his
delivering on that
horse.
promise to you guys
It's going to
as
be The
players.
Witcher and his horse.
Yes.
Time
and,
to
actually, I wanna mention, we've already
put in your
started rolling out the
hooves
quality of
and
life
do the
stuff. The
motors.
first major feature of it was the abandoned feature, which went out last release.
Okay, respect,
It was
abandoned
pretty well
feature,
received. We got also a lot of great
some
feedback on how
exploits,
we can tweak it
but
to be
good.
even better.
Yeah.
So it's been a cool way to
Good.
kick off the initiative
Like
with
it.
a big
That'd be
feature
so
that
nay.
helps to address some issues.
Of course.
Winnie,
and
Winnie,
the most
Winnie,
recent
Winnie.
release, I mean, despite some of the issues that you know are already there, we did fix some critical issues. The skill check release window, which had been sort of a plague for a long time, finally resolved.
True.
The unhook spam exploit resolved. We also finally added perk previews, which we had tested a long time ago. Not to be confused with seeing your survivor teammates perks, which is something we'll do later in the year as well.
Nice.
And then the sort of controversial quest system. We do plan on
Okay,
monitoring that.
yeah.
The intention is never to make it more grindy. In fact, it should be the opposite, if anything. So we're going to look at the numbers. We're going to see if there's tweaks we have to
Okay.
make on the quest system. But we're really happy that you can finally make progress on more than one quest in a match. In addition,
don't know if
to
this change was
removing
that good, though.
Awkward pain point you've probably all experienced, where you load into a match and then say, "Oh no, I already completed my last quest. Now
That's
I can't
okay.
make any progress on any quest in this match." So that's finally removed and resolved with this new quest system.
Cool. So we've got an asset we can put up on the screen to help us for the
Look at
next
that
section.
ass. Oh.
Yes.
There it is.
So a bunch of stuff in that screen. I'm not going to go through
gamma,
all,
so
but a
in-game
few ones that I really
brightness,
want to,
that's cool.
Highlight is everything you see in blue. So
Go
in
next
green is what we have
prevention.
released. In blue is what is going
Don't
to
know how they're
actually
gonna do
be
that.
released just in June. So very, very soon around the corner. And a few,
Hey,
a few
improved
ones that I
AFK
wanted to
box.
highlight. One is, for example, the gamma setting. We know that
We
it can be
experienced one of
tough,
those yesterday. It was a
When
hacker.
it comes to the darkness level of some map and being able, especially for console players, to
The only
be able
thing
to
I
deal
really
with
care
those
about
gamma
on this
settings is, again,
is
going
the
to
bulk
go
blood
a
point
long way.
spending, I'm
The
gonna be
gun
honest.
prevention is quite important, encouraging survivors to
I-
not,
I-
give
I
up
see
at
that
first hook is really
There's no
something
like
that we want to
server
fix and
improvement
improve.
on here, so I'm kind of disappointed.
One last one, sorry, that I wanted to discuss a bit more in details is the bulk blood point spending. I was watching the stream of one of my favorite content creators just a few days ago with the release of
Siptonic?
Orella. She was super excited, saved millions and dozens of millions of blood
Oh,
points.
no.
And it takes a while. It takes a long time to spend those blood points. So being able to spend them in a matter of few seconds is, I think, again, a small step for DBD, massive leap for DBD players for sure.
And this is how we find out I'm not your favorite content creator? Wow.
Sorry.
Wow. No, that's great. I've had a few people come to the booth here at PAX just talking about the bulk blood point spending too. So glad that that's almost here.
Almost there. Oh yeah, and no, actually there is another one, which is custom game improvements. So this one is actually, for me, a cool story. Is we had
custom match, yeah.
Custom
It's
matches.
just, can you move the mic? Move the
Preview
mic
perks
when
in
you talk.
lobby,
Make sure
yeah.
everyone
So
hears
like
Jose.
right
Custom
now,
match improvements.
Custom match improvements.
without going into the
we had a
loadout
really
screen,
great
you can see
conversation
your
with
perks in the
tournament
corner,
organizers,
like
with
kind of
some
near your
content
survivor.
creators, in order
And
to
I think it's their
understand what they really
intention
wanted.
that everyone can see their teammates'
And
perks in
the
the
list
lobby.
was really good. But then we asked, but
In a
why is
similar
the
fashion.
top priority that
So
we
that
have?
way you
Because
can
we
dodge all the
want to
people
make sure
running
that we will be
self-care,
quick
you know?
to deliver on this. And we have identified those, and they wanted to move from 1 spectator slot to 5 spectator slots. They wanted to have hotkeys to be able to shift pretty easily from one player to another. And we are going to bring those things right into this June release as well. So happy to go fast on this one.
Yeah, and of course, that's not where we're going to end with custom match. That's just what we're delivering in June. In the future, throughout the year, we're going to add more customization options to custom match, including the ability to start selecting limited time event modes in custom match specifically, which will be very cool.
What about 2v8?
Weird.
Can that be in custom
And-
match too?
Yes, it will include 2v8 in custom.
yeah.
Really? Oh, okay. I mean, people are gonna love that.
Dave liked that one. Or maybe that was Matt. So we built this list.
Built this city.
My team got to be really involved in building this list based on your feedback that we've seen out in the community over years, some of these things. And we're going to continue doing that. So continue giving us your feedback, even as they release, like the abandoned feature. We know you don't get it one and done. We want to iterate and make them as good as they can be. So keep that up. It's not just lip service. Your feedback is super, super important. So thank you for that. And now, phase 2. We've already talked about stuff that people generally knew about. Now we can get into the second half of our Quality of Life initiative.
Yeah, of course. And so phase 2 is meant to take us through to the end of the year and even beyond. And we are going to deliver a little bit more than we had even previously communicated on. So I guess I'll give it to Jose to tell us a bit more.
Yes.
Nothing about
so
servers.
The first thing that you can see on the screen, all the measures that we want to take
Nothing
in
about
order
servers.
to improve camping, slugging, tunneling. We will actually give you more
UV8
details
play
in
while
the
you
coming weeks
wait.
and in the coming months. We
Oh,
want to do
weird.
it right. It's something that we want to carefully craft, and we want to also discuss more with our community and our content creators to make sure.
Yeah,
again,
because
we
like
do
the
it right.
2v8 queues tend to be
There is
really
things like
long.
the keyboard and mouse support that we are going to bring actually in the
Oh,
summer.
I don't know.
Along with balance changes for map and keys that you are going to give us more details on.
Right, so map and keys, for the longest time, we've had 5 survivor items, of which only 2, maybe 3 have felt relevant. There's been these 2 sort of semi-relevant map and key items for a long time. We wanted to give survivors a big update. We always update killers. We don't do a lot for survivors. We're going to change that. Map are going to change to be basically a consumable version of Windows of Opportunity, if you can imagine that, which is very cool. And then keys are going to focus on revealing the killer's aura. They will still open the hatch. And there's also going to be some new gameplay related to the chests that the keys take.
So maps are going to be a consumable?
Ooh,
Weird.
People like
This
that.
next one's also going to be an ooh.
Yeah, I guess so. So in addition to bug fixes, there's a bunch of things we're super excited to tackle. The first, probably the biggest, is an MMR revamp. We've been hearing you guys
thank
complain about it
God.
for a long time. We really want to focus
so
on making sure that
bad.
MMR takes into account the actions you take in a game and how you play.
Or
as
just
opposed to the
don't.
current black
Yeah.
and white, just surviving.
Lily Pie's in the
That's
chat.
gonna be a really
Please
big change
remove
coming
it.
to MMR. We've
Just
heard
remove
We're
it.
excited to deliver
Just
that.
get rid of it.
We're going to
MMR revamp, people.
Remove it. Delete it. Thank you.
If you don't know what that means, it's matchmaking ranking, and it'll help with matchmaking when we fix that.
Replace MMR
for
with
the
new
first time
player
ever
protection.
in an update, we're going to
That's all you
introduce a
need.
new survivor item this summer,
Or
which
new
will be
player
very cool, right into core.
Matchmaking.
It'll be exciting. Of course, we're bolstering our anti-cheat measures because that's always a problem. We're going to start showing you queue time, estimated queue time, which we don't do right now, which will be great this summer.
Remember when there's no MMR? Yeah,
And
there's a lot more
as much
fun.
as we all love 2v8, we all know that there's one very, very, very big problem with 2v8.
Yeah,
and that's
though,
how
queue
long you have to
times.
wait as a killer to get into a match, 12, 13, 14 minutes sometimes. Not on the next iteration, but the
Preach
one
it,
coming
girl.
in the summer, we're going to introduce a play while you queue feature. So you can queue up as killer. While you're queued up as killer, you can play matches as survivor in 2v8. While you wait, it'll hold your spot in line. You come back to the lobby, and you're ready to queue up as your killer. So you don't have to just sit
interesting.
there and look at the lobby screen for 12, 13, 14 minutes anymore.
Just a note on that, that's
That's
coming very
cool.
soon.
That's gonna break the game. You know that's gonna make their game implode. Yes,
It's coming very soon, but not in the next iteration of 2v8, which is even ultra soon. So the next 2v8, just so your expectations are set. Okay.
Having war
one
flashbacks
last
the
thing,
time
we
when
do
there
need
was
to
no.
wrap it. I got the wrap it up signal about 5 times now.
Not the war PTSD.
If you're a content creator in the audience, we also have some quality of life for you. We are overhauling the Dead by Daylight creator program completely.
I mean, yeah, that's long overdue.
And that's going to include what's called a support a creator system, which maybe you know from other video games. It allows
people
you to
can get their
support your favorite
codes.
creator. The idea is that is
Could I get my own code?
A wide way for pretty much any deserving creator to be able to work with us, get stuff from us, and get rewarded. So stay tuned. We're going to talk a lot more about that.
That's going to
in
be for
our
the big
next
boys.
broadcast later this
Being
month
a
or next
little
month.
like 20 or something, and being
and I do need
dragged
to
around
wrap
by
up now, guys,
1 to
so
5
thank you
people.
so much for joining us.
Thank
you want
you.
to say?
Thanks, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you.
Babu Survivor.
I think you okay for me to go?
Yeah, go for
I
it.
think some people here want to hear about Five Nights at Freddy's. So we are going to let that happen and bring out Dave and Matt to tell you all about it. Thank
There you go,
everybody.
Monica. This is your time. Hey, did you resub, by the way? Thank you for the resub. I think I turned off alerts, so I didn't... Oh, no. Stiffy gift you a sub. Babe, thank you for gifting Monica a sub. I turned off the sound alerts. Thank you, by the way.
Hello,
you, like,
PAX.
literally... It says you just did that.
Isn't it awesome to be back here?
Okay, he's...
It's amazing to be
I miss
back here.
him.
It's
What
nice
happened
to
with his
see you,
eye?
even though I
Oh, was
don't
it
see quite well.
cosplay?
It's nice to see you in person. Also, hi to everybody
I?
watching us.
Did you just say I?
And shout out to all the cosplayer. I've seen some of them. They're amazing. Especially Mr.
Did something
Unknown
happen
somewhere
to
there.
his eye?
Amazing.
I don't
But
remember.
I don't see anything, so, right?
After.
Yeah. All right. So, of course, being here is pretty special, and we're here. It's perfect that we're here to announce and to reveal a little bit more of our top requested, of all time of the history of Dead by Daylight, the top requested license.
Yeah, so Five Nights at Freddy is our next chapter, as we've said. It is one of those crazy games. It's such an amazing story. They released about 10 years ago, just like we did. It was one of the first little indie horror games. Today, it is a gigantic behemoth of a game and universe, actually. And we are thrilled to have Five Nights at Freddy's universe finally come into the fog.
So, of course, the team has had a blast creating this chapter. It's such an amazing universe to explore. And I just wanted to say really quickly that, we do survey. We survey our community to know what you want out of licenses and content, and we listen to it. And Five Nights at Freddy's has been the top of the list for the longest time. Yeah. So finally, it's here.
So what are we doing with Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah, okay, so let's start and reveal our new killer. Yeah. Let's show that bad boy.
Who's it gonna be? No, who would have guessed? Well, that's not much for a reveal.
You like that?
You like that?
Okay. Well, thank you for that. So I guess we made the right choice.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, it was obvious to us too. Of course, Springtrap is the ultimate villain of the series, and for the first time ever, you'll be able to be in the suit. Isn't that amazing? You'll be the killer. You'll be Springtrap.
He will be known as the animatronic in our game.
Absolutely, yes. So the animatronic, today we won't go into the power or the perks.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not revealing a lot, but we'll show some screenshots later, and if you watch closely, you might see something very interesting.
How could they not?
On top of the killer.
It's gonna get leaked.
Interesting
It's gonna get
survivor
leaked.
and killer mechanic that's quite unique to this chapter that will appear every time you play as Springtrap or that you face Springtrap. So you might get a clue about this. So obviously, we will reveal more of that in a couple of weeks in another stream. But I want to say that the power and the perks are really authentic to the universe of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yes. Now, one of the other ways that we like to bring
Tomato.
to the content that we create.
No, it's
is
probably
because we
not
have
going to be out yet.
And there are going to be a few really cool ones as we release this. But there's one we absolutely need to talk about today. A legendary outfit for Springtrap that we will have will be taken directly from the movie, and we're going to show a little thing.
Really? Am I supposed to know who that is? Why are we barking?
So, of course, you may have noticed on screen there,
It's Shaggy.
This is the yellow rabbit from the movie as portrayed by the absolutely talented Matthew Lillard.
I didn't know he was in the movie. Oh, okay.
It's fine. Get it out. Not only are we going to have his pretty face in the game, but he was nice enough to record all the voiceover for the characters.
Wow. Okay, that's kind of dope. That's cool.
That's exactly what I said when I heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on a sec. I do the stupidest thing ever. The way I get into this thing is I do like an ape thing. So hold on a sec. Ollie, ollie, oxen free. Ollie, ollie, oxen free. Ready or not, here I come.
Gotta give us a little bit more than that. An ape thing.
Fun.
He is such a cool guy.
So as you've seen, there is
what up,
no
John?
survivor in this chapter.
Oh.
But, yeah. But,
I don't know that people care.
but there is a map. Yeah, thank you. We couldn't do this without, of course, the iconic location.
What about
of
the map
Freddy
for, like,
Fazbear Pizzeria.
Tokyo Ghoul? Was that a pizzeria?
Things? Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
So
Monica's coming back.
We took inspiration from the first game, so, you know, most of it. So instead of looking at it through
Indoor
camera,
map.
you're actually going to walk in
Probably
it.
just a main building.
And, it's filled with Easter eggs,
Don't worry.
surprises, and of course, jump scares.
What do I see for loops? I see no pallets. Big surprise? Not surprised. It's Chuck E. Cheese.
And there's also one
there's a pallet.
fantastic... Oh, well, I'll let you react to this a little bit more, I think.
Ball pit.
It is cool. It's an awesome map. The team did great. Can't wait for you to play into it. So there's also something very, very cool, a quality of life feature that we're adding with this chapter. We will have a separate queue where you'll be able to go exclusively in this map.
And that's something that's going to be present for every upcoming map in the future also.
Yeah, let us know if you actually like the feature, and that's what we'll do. All right.
As long as it doesn't ruin queue
I mean,
times.
if everybody hates it, we'll take it out, but...
I feel like that's only going to be it's only going to be popular for like the first couple days. Plus, they don't put out new
what
maps very
else?
often.
Well, I think we're actually out of time on this one, so it's okay. There's going to be a big stream. Also, you should
But they're
know,
done?
especially there might be a few people here who are big fans of Five Nights at Freddy that
That's
do
it?
not know Dead by Daylight so well yet. So go check out our socials, check our newsletter. We will be teasing quite a lot and giving a lot more information in the weeks leading up to the actual release. So right now, Dave and I will scoot. Dave will be
there's
back
more
later,
people.
Don't worry.
gonna
And
say, what
right
about
now
the
we'll leave the
anniversary?
room to Rose and Eric to take you through some of the really cool collections coming this year.
Ooh, cosmetics. Okay, let's go. The real reason people play this game. Take my
what is it
money.
we're moving?
If I had dollar bills,
Map?
I'd throw
No.
them at my monitor.
I couldn't hear backstage. So Five Nights at Freddy's, huh?
Obligatory
Wow.
Fang cosmetic. You have to.
How do we follow that?
I have no idea. This is
Well,
gonna be
I'll
tough.
tell you how, Rose. With upcoming collections.
See?
Thanks for joining us, Rose. Rose is, as often as we can, we get her on stream to share the cool cosmetics that are planned, and
Where's
today
Dork?
is no
I know.
exception. So why don't we dive in, because this show is running by us very quickly. So speaking of very quickly, I want to remind people or let
Yo,
people
what
know
up,
maybe for the
Bacchus?
first time.
We're looking
about
at,
a year ago, we did a
you just
community
missed the Spring
contest
Trap
where
reveal.
People got to submit designs for killers
For
and
FNAF.
survivors, among with other things. And they've just started rolling out in this week's update. So I think we have a little image or video. Maybe. We got Jake Lone Wolf.
No.
Jake Lone Wolf outfit by Fairy Kun, Little Friend Badge by Yuki Yamato, and Singularity Death Top by It's Your Boy. You may have heard some discussion about the Singularity, that it's missing something on its face.
Like a skull emoji?
Should we add the frowny face back to that? Now we have to. I'm sorry.
Fine.
This is how community people pressure the devs to do things.
Yeah, sad face.
Just for you, though. Just for you.
Thank you, Rose. So we'll be doing that, so stay tuned. And we have a bunch more winners that are going to be rolling out in Rifts throughout the year. So thanks again to everyone who submitted. We're going to be doing another one. Stay tuned. So, Cosmetic, sorry for shouting. So there's a really exciting one, Rose, that, you know, taps into maybe a video game relevant audience.
The Witcher?
So, as you guys might already know, we
Oh,
love
yep,
dark
okay.
fantasy at Dead by Daylight.
Yep.
As you can tell from our Fortune and Fog and Dungeons and Dragons chapters, now we're super thrilled to be inviting another incredible fantasy world.
So it is
into the
just a
world of
skin.
Dead by Daylight with
Jarrod.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
June
You
3rd.
guessed it, the Witcher collection coming out on June 3rd.
June 3rd,
Hi, Paula.
very soon.
I woke up in time.
So fans of The Witcher, of which I am one, you're one, and I hope we got some other, it sounds like we have some other Witcher fans here.
I mean, if it was Henry
it's a cosmetic
Cavill
collection of 6
voicing
new
him,
Witcher-themed outfits coming to the fog.
6 of them.
Exactly.
Damn. Can
and
we
of
see
the
them?
6, there are 2 legendary outfits. The first one being the Leshen outfit for the artist.
Oh, that's dope.
And of course, Geralt of Rivia outfit for Vittorio.
Okay, Vittorio's eating. He eating.
So one of the best parts of Geralt's outfit
Is this an
is that
ad
it
I can
comes
get
with
rid
a
of?
great new batch of voice lines recorded specifically by Doug Cockle, the character's
Hey!
original
He went
voice
back to
actor.
sleep.
Shout out to Doug Cockle. Any fans of him? He's actually in
Off
attendance
stream?
at PAX this weekend.
Wait, why
I saw.
off
He's
stream?
down in the signing area, so go meet him after the show.
Off stream.
And that's not all. In
That's
the
not all.
collection, we also have very rare outfits for Yennefer,
Oh, is that Kate? Oh, it is Kate.
Ciri,
Babe, Kate got Yennefer. Oh, people are going to be mad about that.
Triss Marigold,
Okay.
and Eridan.
Ah, boo. Night skin. Dark-haired Kate? I know. It's going to
So
be
stay tuned.
linked, though, for
We'll
sure.
release more info on our socials later.
Wow.
Not like you're going to be able
Actually,
to
no, we're
use
gonna show
that
all
on
those. That's
anything
great.
else.
We change things at the
You don't
last
care?
minute a lot
Okay.
of times. So those look fantastic. I'm excited. Just a note about if you're wondering, if you're kind of deep into
Okay.
deep into this game, his medallion, Geralt's medallion, the eyes light up.
More
in the
Michaela and
picture.
Sable
It's not gonna
skins.
happen in
Wow.
our game, so you know the entity doesn't want him to have kind of a
Suppresses all magical powers.
yeah. So in case people were worried about that, it's not happening. Okay, so
We also have some super cool Witcher-themed rewards attached to an upcoming Chaos Shuffle event coming out at the same time. And one of them
What?
is this
Oh, God.
amazing Geralt in the Dub player card. We couldn't talk about The Witcher without sharing this, so enjoy.
All the feet freaks are gonna show up.
Requisite feet content has been met for the
Yeah.
show.
Y'all.
So yes, June 3rd is right around the corner.
The hoes
Get
love
psyched.
them toes. Get it?
But we still have some more to show you of other
So clever.
things. We're done with The Witcher for now, but other things. So our friend Matt, who you just saw, a tall guy, big bushy eyebrows back in the day, he did a TV show with the Boulet brothers called Dragula. And they did a Dead by Daylight themed episode, which was flipping cool. And why not turn it around and now bring them into Dead by Daylight?
People were wondering
Yeah, it
what
was super
happened
cool.
with
I'm
this
jealous of
Boulet
Matt,
Brothers
But
collab.
they also have a video to talk to us about it.
All right.
This is Dracula and Swantula, your queens of darkness, the Boulet brothers, and we are so excited about our crossover with Dead by Daylight. One of my favorite episodes of the show is when we did our Dead by
What's up,
Daylight
Michael?
challenge, and our
You missed
cast
a
had
lot.
to come up with looks worthy of becoming a new killer skin in Dead by Daylight.
The Boulet Brothers collection will feature 2 outfits. The first is the iconic outfit for the Huntress, modeled after the winning design for that episode.
Damn!
The second is the Boulet Brothers artist outfit for the
Let me
artist,
see this.
which is a mix of both of us. Keep an eye out for that collection releasing on July 8th.
We'll see you in the
Damn!
fog.
We know we ain't getting that much cleavage on Huntress, though. We already know. We already know.
Look at
Thing.
that.
I mean, that's dope as hell, though.
Couple of concepts
Regardless.
here of what you just saw.
Huh.
We're
That's
gonna keep
dope.
it rolling because this show doesn't have a limited time. So next up is
Sorry,
something from the
Michael.
extended world of Dead by Daylight.
Yep.
What can you tell us about this one?
So last year, Supermassive Games released the casting of Frank Stone, which explored
Rack
the origins of a
City.
brand new killer.
Rack City.
This year, Frank Stone in his transformed state will be entering the entity's trials as a cool new legendary outfit for the Trapper.
That's cool.
You can look for the Frank Stone's champion outfit to be released in September.
And just as a note, if you played the game, you know that's a screenshot from the casting of Frank Stone. It's not an in-game shot just yet
Oh,
from Dead
Kevin.
by Daylight, but that is
Very
what it's based
twirl.
on. So stay tuned for that one. All right, last one. Oh, actually, before I go on,
Where's our
in case
Fang
you haven't
skin?
played the casting of Frank Stone, which I think you should, it is now 80% off right now.
80%?
No excuse not to buy it. Go play that amazing game. And shout out to Supermassive. We love that. Okay, last one that Rose has brought for us today
I know.
is adding some new outfits
All
to
for
an
Kate.
existing fan favorite collection.
Yep, we're adding 2 new outfits to the Tomb Raider collection.
I wonder if you could refund it. Buy it
Both of
again.
which are releasing on August 5th.
Probably been too
The
long.
first one is Laura's classic ensemble, which is the iconic
Tomb
look.
Raider, Lara Croft.
Yep, this is the iconic look that started it all for Tomb Raider, and we're super happy to be bringing it to Dead by Daylight.
I like her
We'll
hair.
also be adding in another outfit, but we'll be sharing more news about that in the future.
Yep. Wasn't ready yet. Just stay tuned.
Fans will recognize it, though.
That's true. Get hype. Thank you so much, Rose. I told you this would be fine. FNAF is a big deal, but these are a big deal too, right, guys? So there's plenty of other collections that are still going to be releasing. We just don't have a million years on the show to show you all of them. So stay tuned. Check out Dead by Daylight, our social media, and you can catch them there. And
You
now,
think it'd be like the
Rose, I
Angelina
will
Jolie
bid you
one?
adieu. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, everyone.
No Fang skin reveal.
Folks, now you got to spend a minute with me. I'm sorry.
Too many polygons.
So we are here for Dead by Daylight's 9th anniversary, but we are also BHVr, a game studio that does other things, and we thought, why not just take just a minute to tell you about something cool that we're doing outside of Dead by Daylight. There is a desire from ourselves to help out and publish other smaller horror games where we can, and our first foray into that is with an amazingly cool little game, and it's called It Has My Face. Not my face, don't worry.
Thank God.
So it is a first-person roguelite set in a dystopian city, and within the city you have to find and kill your own clone, if the clone doesn't kill you first. It Has My Face started as a game jam creation by Nightbite Studios, which is 2 people. And in fact, they have recorded a little message for us today just to introduce themselves. So let's go to that.
Hello everyone, I am Salih, founder of Nightbite Games and the lead developer of It Has My Face. The game actually started as a jam game around the theme of clones, and the response was amazing. After the jam, I kept working on it for years, and later my brother joined the project. We are a tiny team making this really unique and awesome game with lots of love, so I hope you enjoy the game as much as we do making it every day. Thank you for your support and stay tuned for more news.
What? Bro, what are these characters? What is this? Are those actual players? Oh, it looks like it. Oh my god, it's the Trapper. Huh.
All right.
I should have looked at the chat. Roblox
So you
has
can
better
actually head to Steam
graphics.
right now if you want to check out the demo of It Has My Face and wishlist it. It's going to be in early access later this year. One last thing from the extended world of BHVr. Who has heard of Red Hook Studios, the creators of Darkest Dungeon? Yeah. Well, they are also doing their anniversary stream today from PAX. It is later today, in fact, the anniversary for Darkest Dungeon 2. It's at 6 p.m. right here from PAX if you want to check it out. It's not at PAX. I'm lying, but it's today. I'm at PAX, and my brain is melted.
Well.
Red Hook's second anniversary stream for Darkest Dungeon 2 is at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can check it out on Twitch at Red Hook Studios. I believe we're even going to be hosting it on our own channel, so if you're lazy, you can just stay here. And that's your Eric Pope interlude. We're going to get back to the fun action now with Dave Richard. Dave, come out here.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hi, Dave.
Hello, Eric.
I got to readjust myself. Hi, Dave.
Hello.
All right, Dave. We got a clock counting us down, so we're gonna zip through this. But this is an awesome one. This one is my personal favorite thing of the entire show. And
As it should, yes.
It is. So it's a new original chapter coming.
Yep.
A new killer.
Remember, everyone choose the hot one. True.
And that's kind of all we know.
Yeah, we don't know anything about this chapter because you have not created it yet.
Interesting. What does that mean?
Is it gonna be like a Subway option though, where you just like
What does
pick
that mean,
your
Dave?
own
Yeah,
stuff?
okay.
Yeah, what up, Wolfie? It's going pretty good.
So obviously
hello.
we have an amazing community. They have a lot of creativity. We've seen it in homemade killers and some pitches online. How to balance the game, everything. So we want to be able to create a chapter from scratch with all of you, building every step from pre-production to the end of the process.
Yeah, so it's going to lead us up to our 10th anniversary. It's going to be an awesome experience that we're going to get. It's a long experience, too. We really want you to experience what it's like to build a whole chapter. So, Dave, I'm super excited about this. How did this idea germinate and come about?
Well, we've been thinking about it for quite a bit. We wanted to make sure that we could do this right. And I think we found the right format.
I think so. So do you want to talk about the format, or do you want to tease it a little more?
I guess. Okay. So basically what we want to do is we will not go just, hey, let's get comments online and do something people suggest. We want to make sure that we give you the right choices to build this so that we end up with something extraordinary that everybody will love. And so
what up, Paul?
we're using a choose-your-own-adventure format for this. Matt is like, ooh, Matt's impressed backstage. Thank you, Matt.
We have some folks here who are pretty young, might not know what Choose Your Own Adventure is.
Yeah, so I mean, if you don't know what it is, it's basically a series of books, and you read a story, there's a great narrative, and then you have a choice to make at every page that will bring you either to the dungeon, to open the door, and then you go to that other page of the choice you've made until you die horribly or get out of the book. So we want to do something similar for building the character. So
I actually
strong
don't.
narrative
I
that will
didn't
bring
know.
you
I don't
into
read.
the
I don't know
creation
how to
of
read.
these, creature, killer, survivor, whatever.
And so every week or 2 or 3, depending on how busy Dave is, you as a community get to vote on certain choices to build from step by step each of these characters.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so
I got
think
nothing.
the community is probably going to make something special with their choices and pretty wild. Do you want to kind of give an example of what they might look like, those choices?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's take a killer, for example. We would start with the eye-level fantasy of who this character is. So, for example, we might ask, would you prefer to have a killer that's grounded into reality? Would you prefer a supernatural character, otherworldly character? And so we have these eye-level fantasy, and then based on the top vote, we move on to, in the story. And so we would define a little bit more precisely. So, for example, if the top vote is supernatural, then maybe the other choice would be, is it an undead character? Is it a person that has occult supernatural powers? And so on until we'll define it, the whole fantasy, the narrative, and of course the power as well.
And so we're going to do the same for Survivor, right?
Absolutely. Of course, Survivor don't have powers, but they have perks to define. They have a rich backstory. Why do we empathize with them? So you'll get to forge this story, what relationship they have and how it defined this Survivor.
Yeah, so essentially you'll be in game, you see, oh, I got a new choice to make this week. You go and vote, and then maybe the next week or the next time we check in a couple weeks, you'll see the results of your previous vote. Okay, now we have an otherworldly killer, and then you move on from there. Is that right?
That's absolutely right. You got it. But there is a twist.
Oh.
So just like in the Choose Your Own Adventure books, of course, you can always peek at the different choice to cheat, to get the best thing you want for you. So in our process, we'll have twists like this. One, for example, is a change your fate mechanic. So we will always give you the padding choice of the top winning choice that you voted on and the runner-up. So you'll be able to see all of these different possibilities, and maybe we'll change path along the way. So there's a lot of question there. There's a lot of steps, and for killers right now, as we designed this, we're over 1,000 different possibility of ending killers. So it's going to be pretty exciting.
You should see the crazy flowchart Miro board he's built. It's amazing. So the idea is to take all these folks
Perfect
through
for the chapters, the
so
survivor and the killer are the
pre-production, we
same
start with
person.
fantasy,
True.
teams, etc. And then when we finish this, we
kinda
won't
true.
stop for production.
Especially
We
if it was,
will
like,
involve you in
supernatural.
production as well. So anytime that usually in a chapter creation, we get to decide which outfit, which weapon is going to use, we see different concept and we choose the best one, we will involve you into that. So for example, for the killer's weapon, we would show you 3 different concepts of weapons with lore attached, the reasoning why the killer would use this, and you will vote on the one you want in the final product.
Yep, it's a big experiment that I'm psyched to take you through because you might actually learn something along the way about how flippin' complex game development is, but we want you to take the ride with us for once instead of just waiting for the result. So I think this will be cool.
We'd love to be able to have more PTBs along the way too, so that you can also play the prototypes, which is something that you don't usually see.
Yep, so, whoa, Matt's excited. Yeah, so the idea is, our 10th anniversary, almost a year-ish from now, is all about you, the community. So that's a really nice thematic way to build up towards it throughout the year, yeah?
Absolutely. So it's
I
going
need to
take
get
a
rid of my
while.
nail
It's
polish,
It's going to be
so
a super nice
I'll be right back in
adventure.
1
Can't
minute.
wait to see what you will choose, what you will build. We've done some internal tests, and every time we ended up with a different concept, which was amazingly interesting. And yeah, we want to have this available for our 10th anniversary year, so sometime in 2026.
Yeah, it's been super fun testing it internally. Dave's essentially been our dungeon master as we create this new character. It's super cool. So, right, we're not going to wait too long to get started. Just hang tight another couple weeks, and our first vote will roll out, and then we'll just go on from there. We can do pretty much what we want. We keep coming up with questions during this process, like, oh, what should we do for this? And the answer keeps coming back, well, whoa, let's let the community choose. So right down to the name of the chapter, we're talking about everything. So we'll see you out there.
So keep an eye out on our socials so that you know when it starts and you get to vote on the first choice.
Awesome. Thank you, Dave.
Hey, no problem.
For joining us one more time. Thank
you, PAX.
We're shockingly on time, and that means I get to make a merch shout out.
Hey, yo.
Let's see that merch, folks. Matt's making his way out here. You can
I like the
maybe
Death is
still
Not an
get
Escape
some-
hoodie.
so
It's kinda
not
dope.
This one, the merch down at the booth, but that's selling out fast. And this you can get on the shop right now on the DBD shop. So yeah, hi Matt, why are you here?
Hey, we are at the end of the show. Thank you so much for everyone for joining
Oh,
us.
it's over?
Normally, this is the bit of the show if you've watched.
Were they
the
not going to do
anniversary
anything
once
for
or
the
twice, where you
for the
figure,
anniversary
there's gotta be
event or
something
stream?
that comes after,
Is
right?
there- yeah.
But in this case, we've tried to do things a little differently this
Wait,
year.
what?
So
Because we heard Gordjiro was going to attend, and we're like, cancel it. Let's not do anything special for this one.
So if you've paid very
It's a bad
close attention to the show, you will notice that we've already told you what the license coming after Five Nights at Freddy's is. So
you already told them throughout the show.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of clues hidden throughout our broadcast, a bunch of
What?
hints. So I want you to put on your
I don't
tinfoil
think so.
hats. Polly, we're looking at you.
It's gonna get
and
spoiled.
then give us our best speculations and theories on what you think. It
Oh,
is.
true.
Actually,
They
look
did
here.
say supernatural a bunch. That is true. They did say supernatural a
Shrek
little
is what
bit.
was shouted from the crowd if you're watching at home.
That'd be kind of dope. Imagine it's a
I think
supernatural.
Shrek is in
Dude,
the
Sam and
maybe
Dean.
pile.
Sam and Dean?
He's not even joking.
Wait, it said 2 new survivors.
So, yeah.
Sam and Dean.
Go on our socials, tag us,
That's who it
and
is.
give us
For
your
sure.
best speculations and your best guesses. We will
It's
let you
supernatural.
know if you were right.
We
Go
heard-
back, watch the show.
We heard they like teasers, right? So let's
Yeah,
do some teasing
that's
of
what
what the
it
next
is.
chapter is
There you
instead
go.
of just shouting it at you on a stage.
No, it is. Because remember, their roadmap said 2 new survivors later
Shout
on.
out to the Binding of Isaac, actually. They were just talking about us on Twitter, yeah.
No, it's definitely
it's not
supernatural. Sam and Dean, for sure.
You're not supposed
I
to.
shouldn't say that, but
no,
it's
you're
not.
not
It
supposed
makes
to.
perfect sense.
All right, well, one last time.
They don't
thank
need to
you
put in the
guys
killer.
So very much.
They get the brothers. Jensen Ackles, you know.
It's been an
Extremely handsome.
absolute pleasure, Boston, Massachusetts.
Yeah, Witcher's just a skin. Yeah.
We do have another stream coming shortly. We'll announce the date when we can to reveal the specifics of the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter, how the gameplay
thought we were
works and
gonna
all
get
that.
some-
Stay tuned.
Like anniversary
And come see us at the booth
info.
afterwards.
But I guess that's
Yeah,
probably going to
we'll
be
happy
a
to hug
future
and
stream.
Shake hands.
Thanks,
Like
everybody.
next month or
Cheers.
something. Okay. All right. What's with the ads, bro? Yeah, pause the ads, man. Pause the ads. Oh. Wait, why did... Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so that's the whole, you know... That's it. That's, all she wrote, I guess. Okay. Let's get everything back up and running. Mute the desktop audio. Alerts back here. Good to go. Very, very cool. Into that. Damn, no codes? Apparently not. We're not worthy, dude. Huh. Yeah, so no, that's definitely, it's got to be Sam and Dean, right? Where was it? Where is it? Right here. Right at the back end. March of next. Wait, no. No, right here. Yeah. November. Right? Or is it this one that they were talking about? See, I don't know, because did they say next chapter? Or, oh, this one. License 2 new survivors in July. Yeah. For sure. Someone said it's Walking Dead 2 new survivors. But what did they... I don't think it would be, though. Did they say any... Did they show any... Okay. Did they have any spoilers that were Walking Dead related, though? They said they kind of spoiled it. Because that's the letters highlighted in the roadmap? Oh, wait, what? Because there's letters highlighted? Where? Like, am I dumb? The ones who live Walking Dead. Wait, where? Where are they highlighted? Look at September. The T is darker. Oh, true. Oh, so is the H in March. Oh, and then the S. Wait. E. O. N. E. W. Wait. S. So the ones. W. H. O. Who. And then where's the next part? Where's... I see the I. Where's the L, I, B, E? Oh, you're right. So that is from The Walking Dead, isn't it? So probably Rick and Michonne. I mean, we could get Daryl. Dang it, man! I wanted Supernatural. I mean, listen, The Walking Dead was good, but yeah. Hey, good call. So it looks like 2 Walking Dead survivors in July, huh? The problem was when they walk too much. More zombies? No, it's not going to be a killer. It's just going to be 2 survivors. It's basically just going to be skins and perks, right? So. Yeah. Yeah. Could we play some DBD or what? What do you think? What do you think? I thought that was my hair. That was my computer chair. Huh. Good call. It's probably definitely already been